Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of not using dating to escape feelings of loneliness. Unfortunately, in my own life, I've witnessed this behavior rather often, more times than I care to admit, because it seems it's rather common. It seems like this is something a lot of people unfortunately do, because many people aren't equipped to handle feelings of loneliness, so they often take the easiest route, which is hop into a relationship with the first person to show interest in them, even if that person happens to be their ex. So, yeah, let's discuss this in this video, because in my opinion, this is an absolutely horrible decision. I know a lot of people like to rationalize it in their own minds, but I just think there are way more things you should do before you decide to hop into a relationship or begin dating to escape feelings of loneliness. So, let's first dive into the cause here. Feelings of loneliness are what make people engage in this behavior. Many people don't know how to deal with those feelings, so let's talk about how to hopefully not quite eradicate loneliness, but get as close to that as possible. And I found in my own life that the best way to deal with feelings of loneliness is to work on self-love. This may sound a bit counterintuitive to those of you who are new to this concept, but for people who've been following me for a while, they've probably heard this before, right? Like, I talk about this rather often because self-love is just a really powerful thing. It's all about basically treating yourself the way you do somebody you care about deeply, somebody you even love perhaps, like a best friend. It's about having a really strong and healthy relationship with yourself so that, guess what? When you're in your own company, you won't feel lonely, because quite often loneliness, at least this is what I've found to be the case for myself, it's caused by us not enjoying the company of the people we're with. You can feel lonely even when you're in a room full of people, just like you can feel lonely when you're alone. So it's not a symptom of being alone, because it can happen when we're with other people. So that tells us that all we need to work on is enjoying the company of the people we're with. Now, that can be difficult if you're surrounded by people you don't like, but here's the thing, make sure you aren't part of that category of people you don't like. If you don't like yourself, that's going to make it so you will feel far more lonely than most people, because how the hell are you going to enjoy your own company if you don't even like yourself? So this is what we need to work on. We need to work on self-love, on getting to a place where we can like and accept ourselves as we are, with all of our flaws, knowing that, hey, we're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. Stop holding yourself to that unobtainable standard, and stop, how do I put it? Stop basically taking in the way other people describe you, their opinions of you and whatnot, because that's another thing a lot of people do. They don't like themselves because they're constantly listening to what other people say about them, and they're internalizing that. But good people aren't going to talk crap about you like that. They're not going to try to put you down. So if you don't have a high opinion of yourself because of crap other people have said, just realize you shouldn't be listening to people who are degenerate human beings. Like, I hate to say it, but that's probably a good way of describing people who engage in this behavior. If someone's constantly putting you down, they're not a good person. So do not internalize the crap they say about you. So just work on being comfortable in your own skin. That's what you want to do here. And then on top of that, start doing things you enjoy by yourself. Stop waiting for other people to be in your own company for you to finally live and be happy. You don't need to wait for your friends to go see a movie you've been wanting to see for a while. You don't need to wait for your friends to go for a hike or to go out to eat food. Like, you can do all those things on your own. So much of the things that give us happiness and joy we can do on our own. We don't need other people to help us with those activities. For the most part, I understand there are some activities where, yeah, you probably need another person, like playing basketball on your own. Probably not all that fun, although you can certainly do that, whereas playing football on your own, I don't know how you do that. I bring that one up because I actually really used to enjoy throwing a football around, and yeah, that's not something I ever could do on my own, which really sucked. It often made me wish I had a brother for that purpose alone. But yeah, so just realize most of the things that give us happiness we can do on our own, so start doing them more often by yourself. That will make it so you're going to enjoy your own company, because now you're not going to feel like it's a weird thing to do. You'll normalize it for yourself. I go on hikes all the time. I go for walks by myself. I'm not afraid to go grocery shopping, go to restaurants, although I don't really do that because I cook most of my meals. But basically, I'm not afraid to do things on my own. I've even gone to concerts on my own, which is an amazing experience. I would highly recommend it, just provided you do it in a safe way. Like, just be careful. But for the most part, doing things on your own is very empowering, and it makes your life a lot better because it trains you to have fun by yourself in your own company. And that will greatly help reduce feelings of loneliness, because now when you're by yourself, you're not going to feel like you're in bad company. You're not going to feel that loneliness that comes from not enjoying the company of the person you're with, which will be you in that case. So there you go. That was a really long explanation, but I hope it helps. That's basically what I've found to be some of the keys for helping, maybe not quite eradicate loneliness, but certainly making it so you feel far, far less than before. So that will help you not hop into relationships out of feelings of loneliness, because now you'll be comfortable on your own. You're not going to need somebody else to fill that void for you. And by the way, guys, like, never date or get into a relationship with someone to have them fix you or fill a void within you. That's like never really going to work. Like, your odds of that working out with someone are so freaking low. Just view it as never, because that's basically what it will probably play out like in the real world. Like, you're very rarely ever going to create a healthy relationship when you're starting it from such unhealthy foundations. So always work on trying to be as close to healed as possible before you begin dating. Now, don't wait to be fully healed. I don't know if that's fully possible, but you can get pretty close. You should be able to get to a place where you don't feel anxiety or stress when dating. That's what you want, at least. Because if you're feeling anxious when you're going on dates and you're feeling that stress, that's not exactly a good sign. And if the person you're with doesn't help you, like, basically deal with those feelings, they're probably not the best option for you either. But it's just really important to get to a place where you're ready to put yourself out there. You do not want to do that from feelings of trying to eradicate something bad, something you don't want to deal with, like loneliness or filling that void within you or fixing you, things like that. You really want to make sure you're in a healthy place before you begin dating. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. I truly hope it was helpful. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm. It doesn't even have to relate to the video at all. You can literally just say, "What's up?" That's good enough. That will help the algorithm. But as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Arrivederci.